Alright, how's it going everyone? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully the sound's not too weird. I had to adjust the all the audio here. It sounds very loud in my headphones, but hopefully it sounds okay on your guys' end. I can hear myself very well. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. For those who don't know, my name's Nagai. You're guilty, you're old man, you're guilty, you're OG-san. We're just gonna jump right into it with a little bit of labbing, but as I set this up, if you guys don't already know, I play Dizzy, and we are going to be doing a little bit of labbing at first. There's a few things I want to do, I'll get into that in just a moment, and then after some labbing, we're going to be jumping right into some games. Don't know if I'll do ranked this morning, because I do plan on doing a little bit of restructuring of my what's called okizeme routing. So basically my setups, how I want to enter into certain setups, what setups I want to enter into, that sort of thing. But yeah, again, good morning, how's it going? Hope things have been well. Things are pretty good. I spent the entire week, basically last week, working on a video. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, the link is in the pinned messages. It's basically tips of well, 4 tips I wish I knew when I first started playing this character is how it's framed. But basically, it's a video about what I did to get basically 150 more points on ranked, and there's 4 tips. So follow those 4 tips if you want to also gain potentially 150 points in ranked, raising my rank from top 50 Dizzy to top 40 Dizzy, and hopefully we're gonna make it to top 10 at some point. But things have been pretty well again. How's it going? Hope you had a good breakfast. What's your breakfast today? What's for your drinks? I have green tea. I was gonna have hojicha latte, but the spoon I used to like scoop up the powder was like caked in like sugar.
Yeah, okay.
So I gave it a good wash. Like I looked at it, I'm like, it's like white stuff on my spoon, and I was thinking like, damn, I've been scooping up hojicha latte from this spoon for a long time. I wonder how often I've used this spoon for it to be caked in like white crystallized powder. So I gave it a good wash. I'm like, you know, I'll just have green tea for now, and then I'll do hojicha latte later. Got leftover beans and rice and coffee with blueberries. That sounds like a pretty hearty breakfast. I think, and I'm gonna say this out loud so my wife can hear it. She's gonna go ahead and take care of Jim, one of our friend's cats, pretty soon. And on the way back, it's actually not on the way back, but she basically has a vehicle so she can go to Tim Hortons, and it'd be nice to get a pecan tart, you know, pecan butter tart with maybe a hazelnut cold brew with chocolate syrup, medium. That'd be nice. But yeah, anyway, hope you're doing well. That's gonna be my breakfast, maybe not. But anyway, my wife's gonna go to the gym, which is actually, Jim is the name of the cat, and then she's gonna give him medicine. Old cat.
It's thyroid meds.
Old cat with thyroid meds. But yeah, anyway, so let's just jump right into it here. Do some labbing. I don't have too much time here, Genmu. And if you're still streaming when I finish, I'll send you everybody over to you. So, all right. So first thing we want to be doing is just rerouting our routes. So what do I mean by that? First of all, instead of doing any particular fancy improvised string, I'm just gonna go ahead and do whatchamacallit, the Paluna style, and that's what we're going to be mostly going for. But there's some requirements to do the Paluna style, and that is being at far range. Is this song too chaotic? Is that being at far range after this ice spike here? So now we can do the Paluna style, which is do a 2D knockdown, get a 2D range knockdown into KS fish, and then we're going to jump forward, dash jump forward, and either air dash back JK for high, or do a landing low. So I'll do both right now. There's a pretty long range one. We can just go into it with the 2D. That might be too far, but not far enough. Or rather, it's too far. But usually if you're too far, the high will work and the low won't. So that might be a tell for some opponents to try and defend off this. So this will work on a high, but that probably wouldn't work on a low. Alright, I can do it again. This is a little bit too close. So, you know, this is something that we've been doing for a little while, and it's been the focus of like my okizeme routing. For at least the last couple of weeks, and we're just going to keep doing it. And again, the big requirement here is to be far range for that 2D. So that's the high. Let's show you the low now. Oh man, Altered Beast music. Rise from your grave. Okay, and then of course that was an accidental crossover, but that works too. There we go. You gotta delay the low a little bit. Hey, yo, just say it. How's it going? Oki Gaming, that's right. Just say it. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. What character are you playing nowadays, dude? You still on the Eno grind? Hope you're doing well, man. I've not been working out for a long time. Every time I see your name, I'm like, I gotta work out. Guys, if you don't know who Just Say It is, a buddy of mine from a few towns over, this guy works out. Like, you look at him, he doesn't look like he plays video games, but dude, this guy is like, he's strong. All right, here we go. So far range, go ahead and do the low. Nowadays it's been Geo Ram. Nice, good choices. Stick with. You know what? Part of me. I'm gonna fix my hair a little bit. It's in my face. You should play Ram. I feel like you're Ram coded, and maybe I'm just projecting. But you have the same kind of character choices that I like. Like I played Ram when she first came out. I wanted to play Eno. But Ram will treat you very well. You just do yeah, she'll treat you very well. Alright, here's a low. You don't have to do anything too complicated with Ram either. You just like kind of play her, and she will treat you well. And part of me was like, every once in a while, and you might see me play Ram, not right now, but at some point, part of me wants to go play Ram again. So it'd be interesting to see how different she is from when she first started, and maybe see how well I do with her at some point. Yeah, she's a good character. So if it's too far, then it's hard to get the low. I think if you're too far, it might not be a bad idea just to like do a crossover, right? It takes a little bit longer to go over them, but you're gonna have a much more solid okizeme JK, or not JK, 2K. Yo, FFTWB, how's it going? What's up? And also, just say that thank you so much for the Prime sub. I really appreciate the the support that you've I feel like I don't deserve here, but I really appreciate it, man. Here we go. There we go. We're gonna do this. So that's the routing I want to do after a far ice spike. Like if an ice spike is too far. I mean, we could technically do this at any range. I'll show you. Maybe not any range, but you can do it up close as well. I didn't know about this, but Dak from YouTube messaged in the comments and said that if you just tip her with the 5K, you can get this routing still. So it'll still work. So get him to crouch. You can still do it. But there are more interesting routes that you can do up close. And one of them that I'm going to start doing is a combination of the Paluna style, combination of Violet style, and combination of Nagai style, my style. So what is it? It's going to be the super jump. It doesn't necessarily have to be a JK in the air, right? But it's going to involve the super jump, and we may cross them over, and we may not cross them over. So what does that look like? So we're going to go ahead and set our settings like this. We're going to do a close slash 2H, right? Close slash 2H ender, or rather it's just a 2H ender, but we don't want to do it like way up close to our opponent with forward momentum. We want to actually halter momentum a little bit. So instead of getting this knockdown, which is plus 69, nice. Actually, so it's always going to be plus 69, I think. Sorry, ignore what I just said there. It's this attack interval fish. So that attack interval fish was 8. So that means it hits 8 frames after they get up, right? We wanted that to be a little bit longer. So if we do it up, like if we do this same thing, like with us being really close after the close slash 2H, we have attack interval 1, and that means again the fish is attacking the opponent as soon as they wake up, 1 frame after they wake up. But we want to extend that because we want to leave room for us to do an overhead or a low. So one way to do that is to halter momentum. So I did a little bit of a dash break there, an FD dash break. It's not necessary. You can probably just like tap dash mark with just a little bit, hold back, and then close slash 2H, and we get a plus 18. We want to aim around plus 18, maybe like plus 13 to plus 20. So I'm just gonna dash and do nothing. Close slash 2H. Now this is a plus 18. Okay, that's pretty good. You can even dash up 2H. Now this is something that Violet showed me actually. So dash up 2H. And this will probably connect a little bit better. We get a plus 9. That's workable. That's workable. But ideally we want about plus 10 to 20. 24. Okay, so we can work with that. So with that kind of setup, let's see if we can get anything cool. And one thing that me and Violet, actually Violet's been sending me all this. I've just been like piggybacking off her setups, but it's very inspirational stuff, right? One thing that she showed me is you can just dash super jump here, and that should, if you do it right, it should set up a really nice air dash back JK. Okay, let's do the FD for now. Right, you got to make sure that you have like a micro dash here. So it does require a little bit of. Actually, I'd argue this takes a little bit more than a little bit of practice, right? But if you can get it, you get this really nice air dash back JK. You can set it up with a double jump, so not double jump, a double JK in the air to get a really low JK. But I don't think it's necessary. In fact, the way I'm gonna do it, I'm not gonna recommend it this time because that might be too much. And it also adds one more frame of your landing, which is an important thing when you do the low. I'll show you. So I'll do it one more time. Make sure my opponent is set to crouch. Again, you don't have to do the FD, you can just hold back. And then we want to make sure we get that dash up. There it is. So it's a little bit of manual timing, but you get a really nice air dash back JK, which is arguably a better thing to do than a air dash back JH, as JK comes out 6 frames sooner than the JH. It's going to be your faster overhead. So I'm going to hold up back here just to kind of show you that it does hit on meaty. There you go. Hit on the up back. There you go. And the low alternative should just look like... I didn't dash there. Okay, I mean, that was okay. You stay in front if you just do like a marker dash. The hardest thing is just to sneak in that dash. So that looked okay, but it may have been throwable. Okay, no, that was perfect. Perfect. Had I added in the double jump, have I added the super jump JKK? It probably would have given me one more extra landing frame, and that 2K would have been grabbable. I have not. Maybe don't have to. So that would be good right there, right? So now, let's try to throw me. Oh, okay, never mind. There you go. You can't have the double jump JK. I may have just been too far to get grabbed, but I think in this case, you're okay not doing a double jump or double. I always call it double jump JK, a super jump double JK. It's not required to do the lowest air dash back possible. You can just do like a slightly elevated air dash back and it's still gonna work. My hair is in my face here. I mean, it looks cool. It gives me an anime look, but it's like also in my eyes. So anyway, hope you're all doing well. Let me read some of this. Yeah, there's no reason for me to switch from RAM to Geo. I kind of just did it because I've been getting success at Street Fighter 6 locals. I don't really practice Street Fighter and kind of punch above my weight with Camis, so I picked up Geo to see if there was a commonality. I think Geo is Geo does have Spiral Arrow. But honestly, if you want to juggle between two games, a strong character like Ramathal is not a bad choice. You're going to be more dangerous with Ram if you put in the same amount of time between both characters. So same amount, like 2 hours on Geo in training mode doesn't equal 2 hours of training in with Ramathal. It's like entering the hyperbolic time chamber. You're gonna get more bang for your buck with Ramathal. And that's not saying anything bad about anyone who plays Ramathal. I think people who play Ramathal are actually kind of smart because they know that's a character that they're gonna be winning with for the most part. She's a strong character, and I personally gauge my ability of certain characters. Like if I move on to a different character like Bridget, Testament, Dizzy, whatever, I compare that experience with my experience with Ram, and it doesn't compare. Like Ram is just like she's just built different. She's built like she's supposed to be strong, and that's just how it is. That is just how it is. Let me change some of this music here. This Altered Beast music is gonna get stale pretty quick. Let's turn on some UN Squadron. There you go. Yo, Striker Sashi, how's it going? Any advice for getting Corsic back KS 5D to consistently get the air hit fish or ground hit fish? My timing is a bit off, so half the time they're airborne and half grounded. Which setup? I think you mean like after 2K2D. It all depends on like your spacing. So I would never do it if you're way up close like this, right? Now, and like by grounded and airborne, you mean like after the 5D? I got it. So like right here, right? Again, it all depends on how you hit them. Like where your starting point is after the 2K2D or whatever your starting point is, 5K2D. If it's far range, it's going to connect more likely to be grounded. If it's closer range, then it's going to be more likely airborne with that, right? That's how you know. You don't really have much control over it after the fact, you know. You have to recognize what you're doing before and where you are and the distancing, and then just kind of work off that is what I think anyway. Just say this says also coming off League of Legends, it's very normal to play multiple characters, so that's a hard thing to shake. I got mega commitment issues. Yo, speaking of which, 2x KO is out. You can play that too. You be like League of Legends and fighting games. Yo, fighting game says I'm trying to do KS fish and do backwards backdash JK. I'm wondering how to convert off it. Do you need ice floor for the 2K2D to work? So let me reread that. So KS fish air dash back JK. Wondering if you... Yeah. So again, it depends on your distancing. It depends on the I guess it depends on... Well, your setup here too, right? Ice floor is required, yes, beforehand. And then there's a lot of distancing that you have to kind of judge, right? A lot of the stuff here with a lot of the stuff with KS fish is a lot more loose and manual time. So you're gonna have to work with just the temperamental nature of it. And you have to be okay with that. We try to standardize it the best we can with ballpark kind of measurements. Like I say you want to do this at like max sweeping distance, right? But you know, the air dash back, or rather the setup beforehand where you do it like a dash jump, like it's gotta be kind of eyeballed. It's not bad though, compared to a lot of things that are out there that are manually timed. Right? It's not a bad thing to try and get used to. There are a lot worse things out there. So there's... My struggle with this is that it's hard for me to get that... Oh, actually, I've been doing this close slash ice spike, but Violet just showed me this. Just 5k. 5k ice spike. You get a really nice close-up ice spike here. And it's not that bad to do. So here I'm going to be doing my 2H stuff, right? By the way, Violet, if you're around, I didn't respond to you on Discord. I was just really busy, but thank you so much. I will respond after this, but I saw you do this, and I'm like, damn, that's sick. Alright. And then here we can do a dash up 2H. Violet says that you get one more extra frame doing this, so that might help with the low. And this saves me from like dashing up and doing a screw up with close slash 2H or close slash ice spike. So you can either close slash ice spike or you can 5k ice spike to get them really close to you. But the longer you wait for the 5k into ice spike, the more likely it's gonna drop. So if you need to dash in a little bit, then it's close slash. And let's see, what's the attack interval here? Oh, 1. That's not ideal, but Let's try again. Yeah, that's not ideal. So we want to push him back a little bit more. So I think here, this is when you want to do a FD dash. FD cancel. Attack interval. 20. Okay, that's huge. But that's what we want. Alright, that would have been sick. That would have been a sick air dash back. I waited a little bit too long for that. Woo! That was sick. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, air dash back JH is pretty hard, so let's go away from it. The setup here is a little bit more complicated, but we're doing an air dash back JK. It's going to be faster to do. It's going to be easier to do. We're not going to be doing JK in the air. JK in the air is just a perfect way to auto time the air dash back. But I think if I'm having trouble with it and I like came up with it, I'm sure everybody else is having trouble with it too. This is going to be easier to get the overhead. Maybe a little bit more difficult to set up, but okay, let's do it without the FD. I'm just gonna go ahead and do dash, no FD. I'm holding back and I'm gonna close slash and 2H. See where my attack interval lies. In this case, we are attack interval 14. Okay, that's perfect. I love it. Oh, I did it. I did the FD. It's okay. There we go. The hardest thing for me to do is the super jump, or the dash up super jump. Also, that's a little heartbreaking when it happens too. Just the accidental Mikhail sword. We're so close here. I think we might be able to just stay up front. Maybe not. Okay, maybe you can't stay up front and do JK. You need a little bit of a delay. So me doing this versus the JH is what I mean by restructuring my Oki routes. Okay, so we can stay out front and do air dash back JK. We just gotta be really close, which is granted by this particular sequence of events. This particular combo here. That's pretty tricky. I think we can trick a lot of people with this. And it's practical to get into because all we're like, it's like move RC, right? Move. You're just like auto dialing this in. Like we can even do this. Bam. Get into it, right? Go for a low if you wanted. I think it's a very practical thing to try and get used to. So we're gonna get used to this. Speaking of practicality, okay, that one's a little bit complicated. We got the Paluna style, which is I would say medium level complicated. Then we have that hybrid style, which is I'd say moderate to severe levels of complicated. Let's get into something more mild. And this is something that I've been doing a lot of, but we're gonna restructure it. So you've seen me do this a lot. I ice spike, dash up 2K2D, P fish, 5P, go for a throw, right? 5P there is to auto time a low in case I want to go for it. It also fakes out my opponent, right? They see all these things happening all at once. They're gonna think, oh, a strike's surely gonna happen here, right? But you just run up and throw. So this surprisingly works very well. And I've mentioned it in my tips video, right? If you want to do the strike version, there's that, right? But there was a much easier way to capitalize off this that doesn't involve a 5P. frame kill. In fact, we're gonna do a 2p frame kill. We're gonna do some 2.0 mechanics. We're gonna use 2p as a frame kill instead of a 5p, and you're gonna see that it's gonna be maybe not better. Actually, I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's gonna be better in terms of the things you get out of it. So let me show you. So we're using again 2.0 mechanics here. The previous setup used, just strictly speaking, 1.0, and it's worked out for me. So we can still go for a grab here, by the way. There's a 2 frame gap. So I guess this is better for strikes. Harder to do for your throws. It's a little bit more tight on the grab. But the cool thing about this is that you can combo after the fish, right? And that was all done if they're crouching, but it also works if they're standing here, right? You have more frame data, basically. Like your hits keep them locked longer if they're crouching for some reason. It's just a Guilty Gear thing, right? But even if they're standing, it's still combos. Yo, Foxen, how's it going? I don't know if I said good morning yet, but good morning. Hope you're doing well. So this, you couldn't do this actually with the other setup, by the way, with a 5p. So if I set KH fish behind them, 5p 2k, you don't have enough time to convert that into a combo. With the 2k, sorry, with the 5p, yeah, you can't do it. With the 2p, you can. 2p recovers a little bit quicker, so it allows you to fit that in. And this, if timed properly, this actually works as a perfect 1 frame frame trap. So I'm going to try to throw my opponent after blocking this, and I'm going to get hit. So I'll block the first hit. Oh, look at that. Maybe it's not. Let's hold up that. Okay, in this case we did it perfectly, so it's airtight. Okay, so when I did it earlier alone in training mode, I found that there was like a 1 frame gap, but I guess there's no frame gap there. So this is kind of nice. So a little bit cooler thing to play around with. So one more time. We want to do 2p and then 5. 2p and then 2k. So I want to get used to this. It's really good on hit. It's really good on block. It's gonna... Because on block... Well, I don't... Maybe I wouldn't say it's really good on block or anything like that, right? But it's, why are they not blocking? They block. I guess if they block, what I'm gonna do is I'm very likely always gonna go for a close slash after they block or get hit by the fish, and that's enough time for me to see, okay, they blocked, I'm gonna go into Power of Fire Spear, right? If they get hit, I'm gonna go into 2H. So you have enough time for that. Oopsies. Get hit? There you go. Oh, don't do that though. Anyway, you get the point. I think you get the point. So we're going to be doing that more. I think it's going to be a better thing to do. Someone mentioned it in my comments, but before that, I actually saw Violet do this. She sent it to me. I think this is going to be a better way to route my okizeme after this. We can do some cute things here too. Let's see, guard after first, sure. So I suppose you could do a 5k instead. And after that 5k, we can do like a silly BRC thing, right? Shit, my hands aren't fast enough, but I can do. You can BRC up. What am I trying? I'm trying to do this. So what am I doing? There it is. Maybe I won't do that just yet. Anyway, we'll do it one time just so I can demonstrate. Something like that, right? I guess what I'm trying to do is something similar to this. One more time. What is going on here? I used to get this like 100% of the time. I just not been playing very much, I guess. We're supposed to be BRC up. Dash cancel. There it is. Okay, one more time. Last time. I just want to show. There it is. And then we're gonna either air dash back JK or just do a landing 2K. Something like that. Anyway, something that... Is that my chair making that noise? Jesus. Something I've been working on. Alkin, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well. So... Actually, that reminds me, I gotta show you something real quick. I'm kind of waiting to see how Avatar and Tokan will change up locals and might go hard on those games. I hate grinding ranked, and the majority of playtime at locals are pinging discords. So if people don't want to play, it makes it a little tough. Yeah, it's nice to have a game to play like right away if you can. Striker Sashi sounds good. Thank you so much for saying that. Thanks for the kind words. If you're planning to do a BRC, why not jump cancel 5k? That's a good question. You don't get enough time to air dash back if you jump cancel. So it just becomes a little bit of a more looser setup. So if I'm gonna do this, for example, Chrysant. So the time between the fish hit and the JH is pretty big. Like you can probably come down with the JH, right, to do an attack that's a high, right? But it's not gonna, you're not actually gonna get a mix-up off of it, right? You can lock them down somewhat, right? But you need a little bit of a delay of the fake out timing, right? Of air dash back JK or JH to match the timing of like a 2K, in case you want to do a 2K, empty 2K, right? So with the BRC, everything gets... Why is this not working now? With the BRC, everything gets more positive for Dizzy. Is my up not working? I'm just not doing it fast enough. Okay, there we go. So I'll put it all together. BRC also allows you to connect a JK with dash up close slash. There you go. That's what we wanted. There's a lot of different use. There's actually quite a bit of advantages of doing the BRC. One, it gives you actually a mix-up, and two, it gives you some YRC protection. I don't do it enough though. So you can block that and do a full punish. Obviously this is a recording, so it didn't punish properly, but you can see in game that you block the YRC and then you can just go in for a punish. Yeah. With that said, I mean, I'm not opposed to just jumping. Just jump. Now you got a good mix-up. I do this all the time. It's a nice fake out. Yes. Okay, I was gonna do that here too. Hello, my guy. Can you demonstrate the issue I told you from the gate? So, one of the big issues with the double JK air dash back JH setup is that there's gaps in it in a way that a lot of times you can 6P it or allows the opponent to 6P it. Not all the time though. So everything needs to be spaced properly, which is why I don't recommend it a whole lot unless you have your setups like properly premeditated. So yo Korean, how's it going? Korean dear, and that chap, hope you're doing well. Everything goes well. I've been having pretty good sleep, at least for the last 2 days. Okay, so for example, Tatoeba Ayoken-san. This is not going to work properly. I don't recommend doing this off a 2K2D KS fish because everything, like, this is not going to work. This is to trick your opponent. If your opponent doesn't know the matchup, then you can do this to get like an interesting same side side switch, right? So we're gonna go JS 2K2D ender, and we're gonna close slash after a KS fish, and then I'm recording this on myself, by the way, so we can just properly test out all the little defensive holes there. So first of all, it doesn't hit on medium. I'm gonna hold up back. So you can see my inputs for soul, right? Let's hold up back. This is 2K2D. Holding out back, there's gonna be a gap in the beginning. Yeah, there you go. But the gap in the beginning means it's a little bit more tight near the end. So I'm gonna block this. Hold up back here, I get hit. That air dash back JH may work against a 6P. So I'm gonna block here, 6P. Block the first hit. I don't know if I can 6P here. Yeah, I get hit. So 6P gets crushed if you have a little bit of a gap in the beginning. But this is having a little bit of a gap in the beginning. That's not always good because now they can 6P there too, but they get hit. They still get hit. They can still escape. They can mash 5P. Right, and then the setup gets ruined. This is not perfect, but it has some cute advantages in the way that if they try to DP, right, they won't get hit by it. This works against like most defensive options, but not all, and preferably we want to have something that works on all. So instead of doing a 2K2D, you can do a close slash 2H. So I'm gonna do instant air dash JS close slash 2H here. And this time we're gonna do a K fish, not a KS fish, but just a regular K fish. And this one's dependent on how far you are on that close slash right there, right? That close slash, if it's too shallow or if it's too late, then your setup gets 6P-able at the beginning or near the end. There's a sweet spot to make sure that it's consistent all the way through. And I don't know if I got it there, but one way to test it out is just to record and then play it back and then just test out what you're doing. So I'm gonna do, we'll see how that is. I don't know, that seemed like a in the middle ground. So not too shallow, not too deep. Hold up back. I get hit on wake up, right? So there's less room for me to do anything on wake up. So it might not be long enough for me to cover the gap in between. So now I'm gonna up back, see that? So if I'm hitting them on wake up, like that means there's a little bit of room in between. So now I can 6P between. There you go, right? But if I do it long enough, we can get to a point where it's not up backable and you cannot 6p it. But I'm not expecting anyone to actually get this timing perfectly if I can't even do it, right? So I'll hold up back again. That was meaty. And now I'm gonna block the fish hit, and I'm gonna hold up back, see what happens. There we go. Hey, look at that. It was meaty, and there was a little bit of a gap in between, but not a big enough gap to up back. That's as perfect as you're gonna get it. And in this case, can you 6p it? I think you can. Yeah, you can still 6p it. So it's not perfect. In this case. Now, the most consistent way of doing it, though, is actually... Well, let me just show you. It requires some manual timing still. And it's actually just a 2K2D right here. 2K2D right here. And then you don't want to cancel... You want to cancel into a KS fish. 2K2D KS fish, but delay the cancel. The video you pinned was broken. That guy is saying it's not available for me. Okay, let me click on it.
Wait, it's dangerous here.
What? It says not available anymore? Okay, let me fix that. What the? Shareable link.
Wait,
Okay.
it's dangerous here.
That's weird. Try that again.
Oh, come back later, okay?
There you go. I'm gonna make sure my bot is giving that same link. Does that link work out? Excuse me. Thanks for that. Let me fix the thing. Of note 2, with the setup you can still close dash jump cancel. It's an error dash for fast. Okay, yeah. That's true. That is true. That's gonna be the easier one. If you just want to get the cross up, I recommend that instead. Just fixing my bots.
Wait a moment.
Come on. There you go. That should be all fixed up now. Thanks for bringing that to my attention, actually. Okay, meaty. So the way to get it consistent here, Iokin, is something like this. No cancel. So close slash 2H 2K2D, and then you super jump right there. So no OTG, I'm not getting the super jump though. What is going on? I think my up button is broken. Up button, the up on my arcade stick is broken. So if you do it too quick, oh, you know what? Let me just show you when it works. What is going on? Can't super jump. Yeah, so there it is right there. There it is. So I'm gonna hold back to block. Okay, so this has problems too. None of this actually has like is perfect, by the way, but this is gonna get, you're not gonna be able to 6p this. So and it is a cross up to start. So there's not there's not a moment for them to 6p. There's not a moment for them to even up back. So I'm gonna hold up back, I'm gonna get hit. The problem with this is that it's a true cross-up. So if they get hit on the cross-up part and they're standing, the combo fails. Right, I'm gonna hold down back now. Down back, but I'm still standing, right? Because of this whole cross-up shenanigans here. So I have to down forward, block this, get hit with that, and now it combos. So that's one way to kind of tighten it up. And low-key, you don't want that cross-up to happen. So to prevent that from happening, you delay your fish even longer. By the way, if you don't delay the fish, it's not gonna bite properly. So you have to kind of hella delay it. So you delay it enough so that there's cross-up protection involved. Because the point isn't to cross them up here, the point is to get them with that overhead. Because if you do, and you have Wings of Light activated, your combo will eventually lead into Wings of Light activation. Oopsies. Off of that mix-up, right? If I can just do it properly. Something like that. Chap says, oh, as well in the guide, I do have some notes on common Disney mistakes. I just haven't put in Discord yet because I've been busy at work and I've been looking around the low level gameplay. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for doing that. Really appreciate it. I ended up making the video, the tips video, without any input from anyone else. I just did it on my own because I'm like, oh, it's going to take a long time to just gather up all the information and I have limited time. But maybe in the future we'll have like a community tips and tricks. There we go. I'll hold down back now. Oh, look at that. That worked. So I mean, you could still even if you get that cross up to happen, it can still work. You just have to delay the fish quite a bit. Is it possible to do the same side mix up? Yes, you can. You actually just delay the fish quite a bit. Even longer than I did right there. Right. There we go. So this is a hella delayed fish. So let's just test it out. I'm holding up back. It's still hitting okizeme, even though I delayed it a lot. I'm gonna hold back now. Down back, get hit. Hold forward. Yeah, wait, what? I think this is still cross-up protection. I'll hold back, hold up, hold back, I block. Marrying a guy with a town hall meetings with the community notes, that's right. I have not been a good mayor. I need to hold more town hall meetings. The Disney Council. The committee. Okay. That's super delayed. Holding forward. Okay, I guess you have to delay it a lot. Like, I'm talking... Yeah, you gotta... I thought I hella delayed it right there. That's gotta be same side. So let's hold back. Holding back should block it. You can see that there's quite a bit of delay though. Hold forward, get hit. But there's like so much delay that you can up back after the fish hit. Alright. I guess if you're committing to that left-right, you just don't air dash back. You just fall down and do a close slash or something like that. So the chap says, but yeah, as a sneak peek, common Dizzy mistakes mostly come down to not using her tools correctly or at all. Honestly, the most common ones I've seen is not using fish like ever. Really? People don't use fish? That's like, you know, that's like when people say they don't like eating fish because it tastes like chicken. If you don't, if you don't like the taste of fish, don't eat it. Just eat some chicken. You know, if you don't like playing Dizzy using fish, then don't play Dizzy. That's how I see it anyway. Anyway. How do you not use fish? I can see that actually. If you're just completely new to the character, this is kind of like an awkward thing to do. Yeah, anyway, hope you're doing well. Alright, so that's basically what I have for Ioken. The most consistent way is actually just doing 2K2D. But there's still issues with it. Like if you're too far like this, you might not be able to super jump and get behind them. This is why I'm kind of changing things up a little bit. Instead of doing 2K2D, instead of doing the super jump JK, I'm gonna try do this more, which is just a regular super jump. You don't have to do 2K, 2JKs here. You can if you want. But doing it from here instead might be better. You know, you're not leading off with a JH for your overhead. And if it's even a little bit higher, it should match the timing of the JH, right? I mean, ideally you want to do a low to the ground JK. But this will kind of work a little bit better. Is it 6P-able? Let's find out. I think if you do it high enough, it is 6P-able. I'm gonna hold up back. That might be 6P-able. But I believe if you do it low enough... Oh, there you go. Look, not 6P-able. I tried to 6P there. And that was pretty high. Yeah, you can't 6P that. So maybe this is, maybe the evolution of the setup should look more like this, right? Instead of doing the JH, maybe we should do setups that do JK. It's faster, it's less likely to get 6 speed. The problem is it's just harder to get into, right? So close as 2H. You want the fish attack interval to be about 15. So I'm not dashing fully. I'm not doing a full dash after my ice spike. I'm just doing like a tap dash. Tap and break a little bit. And sometimes I FD break. That's just probably a habit of playing plus R and Xrd. Hold up back here again. That's a little bit high. Try to 6P, can't 6P that. It might be easier to DP this though. Right, but you can probably do it a little bit tighter, a little bit lower to the ground to make sure it's a safe jump. Chris says, hello chat room, I'm currently melting. What's going on? Is it because it's too hot in the room? Dizzy's too hot? Or is it actually just really hot? Yeah, this one's better. This one's 100% better. I hate to admit it. Well, fair enough. Alright, so we're gonna try and do this more often in matches. So we can do 5k ice spike, which I didn't know you could do, by the way. I thought you had to commit to close slash ice spike if you want the close up ice spike, but Vivi showed me that you can just do 5k. So we're gonna be doing this. Get him up close, and then we want the dash, super jump, dash, super jump. Gotta practice that. That's the hardest part for me, to be honest. Because if you do it too quick, you don't get that dash. You want that dash, you want that forward momentum on your dash, for sure. There it is. If you dash too long, though, I'm finding that the low doesn't work, right? They can grab your low. That was a perfect one, actually. I'm very proud of that one. Now, Vivi says that if you 2H instead of close slash 2H, you get one extra frame to play around with, which is it's actually pretty good, if that's true. Let's just double check. So I'm going to do the setup here. I'm going to do close slash 2H, and then we're going to just summon fish. Actually, let's not summon fish. Let's just do nothing. Close slash 2H and do nothing. Our frame data is plus 69. Nice. Now let's do the same thing with just a dashing 2H. And if it's plus 70, that's even better. Oh yeah, it's plus 70. Okay. That's gonna help us a lot, actually. That 2k, the empty 2k can get thrown pretty easily. So if we can, 2H might be better, but we might be too close to our opponent. So let's just do close at 2H, and then I'm going to break and then 2H. Break 2H. Fish, and then yeah, attack interval 11. It's perfect. Oh no, it might be too close still. But anyway, we'll work on it. I think for now we'll do close as 2H. Alkin says JK is way faster, and I like it. It makes it more consistent. I think that's the way. Let's try to represent it more. Let's play some matches and just do it. All right. Chap says, okay, back to it. Have fun. Sounds good. Get some Tim Hortons. You know, Tim Hortons for me is making a return. I'm really enjoying their butter pecan tarts and their cold brews. Same like the Pluma setup, she dash and jump. Yeah. It's pretty similar. This one does require a dash super jump, however. Well, I guess you don't need to dash super jump. It gives you options to dash super jump if you want. Yeah, it's exciting. Let's try it out. I feel like I got a new car. I gotta test out this new vehicle. Yeah, this one also leaves in range for the Pluna high-low. Exactly. It's like a lot more versatile, and we like versatility as well as consistency. I want to get into a room that has more people though. Let me in. We gotta get our dailies done. What is it? 2 overdrives, 50 aerial moves, 100% tension in one match, instant block. I can do that. That shouldn't be a problem, right? It's Mando. Like from Mandalorian? Mando and Grogu? Haven't seen that movie yet, but I want to see it. Alright. The downside of that setup, by the way, the one I just was showing, is that you have to be up close. We're not always going to be up close after a nice spike, and when we're not, we're going to do the 2D sweep into super jump setups. Alright, well, I guess we'll just hang out in this floor. The overflow floor. Ugh. Don't know if I'll play reg today, but rather just kind of work on things before we get on to ranked, and then once we have things established and figured out, we'll test them all out in ranked. Patron times it. Maybe we'll play ranked if there's no one here. Mr. Lonely Dizzy, no one wants to play with me. There we go. We got a Jacko. Let's go. I put on my I put on my robe and wizard hat. That's a classic. It says classic as Mulvania. I don't know if you guys remember that one. What was it? The I can't quote it. My space rocket, Mulvania, Space Love Crusader, I think it's called. I don't know, I forget. Anyway, I sound like a crazy person probably, but put on my robe and wizard hat is about the same era as that. By the way, I played against my friend who suggested who I struggle so much against, but because of you I made teach progress and started to win more against it. Let's go. I'm happy to hear that, Ioken.
I'll be home before supper.
Yeah, very, very happy. That makes me very, very happy to hear that. All right, let's keep winning. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is our new setup. There you go. 5p gone. Now it's 2p after that. Do it again. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot to show you guys about that setup. Which is the fact that it's kind of a safe jab sometimes. It's a safe jab against supers that are 11 frames or more startup. Just do sure, let's just super. Too dangerous for you, she says. Oh. I wonder, okay, is Jacko super 9 frames or 11 frames? Or somewhere, or between 10 frames? Do the classic. Oh, nice tech. That I shouldn't have done that at all, by the way. There's a good chance of a jump in attack like that to safe jump my super, but I was very bold. Okay, let's dash up and block. What was that? We're okay. I'm just making stuff up at that point. That was not optimal, of course. Okay, let's back off a little bit. Ice spike. Shit. Forgot. Just close slash. I gotta turn off my brain and just close slash after that. A little bit weird to get used to. I gotta stop doing that too, by the way. Pure C after ice spike. Unless I'm intentionally going for like a like a catch on like between my buttons. Sometimes a lot of people like to 6P after 2K2D. Oh. If I break the wall, she's dead. Nice. Alright. So far making use of the Ice Spike 2P 2K, although I'm fumbling it quite a bit still. Try again. Okay, it's okay. It's pretty good. Okay, very exciting stuff. Okay, let's try the other stuff now. Try to give myself an opportunity to do it. Cut it off back. If I caught it up back there, then I didn't super jump early enough. There's too much delay. But it still worked. I autopiloted into my other buttons and it still worked. What she has. Block this. Okay, I need to dash a little bit deeper there. That super jump wasn't accelerated the way I wanted it to. Nope, it didn't have that momentum that I wanted. Okay. Sort of working. We'll play one more and then we'll move on to another dance partner. Let's build some meter here. Oh, I think she got me. Okay, we're building meter. Does this work? Yeah. Yeah, so Esmic Hail Sword into my Hyper Viper beam here works, but Heavy Mikhail Sword into it doesn't. Hyper Viper beam. That's from Marvel. Good tacking. Oh no. My meter. It's okay. We got this knockdown, which will lead into Paluna Special, which is something I need to practice. walk back a little bit. Okay. Didn't need to do that, but excuse me. All right, GG's. All right, nice. Good games. Ryujin. Dragon Man. Let's do it. 195 MS. In a situation like this, oh, excuse me, Slayer's much stronger in terms of this latency. Slayer's a stronger character in lighter situations. Because you can't really react to Mappa. Alright, I'm going in. Oh my goodness. Shit. I should get used to ice spiking after that. Like if I see that if I see that I get a counter hit, just to cancel it into ice spike. Like automatically go into Mikhail's sword, but then just buffer ice spike right after. That's what I should be doing, so that it works on both regular hit and on counter hit. Like in terms of it getting being a Mikhail sword on regular hit and it being a ice spike on counter hit. Yo, Phoebe, how's it going? What's up? We're already implementing the things that we've talked about. Sorry, I didn't respond right away on Discord. I was at work at the time and I just forgot to look at my phone again. But really appreciate their Violet. Thank you. We've been doing a lot of stuff that was suggested. Sure, let's break the wall, start working on my next burst. Oh, you know what I do there? Instead of a 2K, I'll do a. I'm gonna do a 2P. Nice. It's gonna work much better. That was a rollback moment there. Let's try to bait out the burst. Oopsies. Burst. I was hoping to IB that. Okay. I feel like this Johnny player knows what they're doing, so just gotta keep ahead here. Shit. Okay. Not a combo, I don't think. 5k round start. Do a 2p. Yeah, actually after this set, I want to show something really cool. I should have done it at the beginning of the match. I forgot about it. But it's to do a safe jabbing 10, or not 10 frames, 11 frame supers, which is what Johnny has. Nice IB. Oh, there. When that happens, I should do something more guaranteed, like JH into a bunch of 2Ps. Oh my god, big noise. Ooh, nice grab. I think I meant to grab, but a 5D came out. What's going on? My buttons. Oh, those setups. Premeditated charge 5D stuff. Gonna go for a throw. Definitely shouldn't play ranked at that. My execution and my willingness to win isn't there. I gotta be more tenacious. I'm just doing stuff. Okay, let's do some real stuff though. So stop fooling around. Like that routing there is a new thing that I'm doing, and I should be doing it more. 5k just to ice spike. Get the really close situation after the ice spike ice field. Open it up for some really cool setups. Excuse me. Alright, let's block the burst. Never mind. Alright, do one more. Do you double tap for the dash? Which dash? Oh, my hair, what's up? Where's the verse? Yeah, they don't like the verse. For the fire bolts. No double tap. Oh, damn. One sword swipe to kill both fish. Maybe even a little voracious. Yeah, no tenacity, no veracity. Voracious. Oh. I could 5k tap that. Oh, my wings! Firebolt, not a double tap. Not a double tap on the dash anyway. I do a little P-link between dash and the K button. Alright, GG's man. GG's my friend. I think that's my hero. My Hero Macadamia. Do some matches here if you want. 2 fish, 1 cut. That's right. 2 fish, 1 cut. 2 stones for 1 bird. Right, that's what they say. No. How the turns have tabled. Well, your cards. I thought that was like my sure not. What was it? My sure Nui? That's just Eno's butt. Oh, I gotta get to the other side. Oh boy, get him! My... Alright, yeah. I was thinking about doing Wings of Light stuff, but then I'm like, it's Chip, I just gotta kill him. Oh boy. Hello? Oh. What the? I don't know if that was same side or what. Worst case scenario for me. That sucked. think you're dead because you're chipped. Yeah. So part of the RC, the firebolt thing, timing? RC in the firebolt? Or yeah, it's just for more damage. Pink RC for damage? Yeah, just to extend it. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh boy. Oh, he's too fast. Yeah, pink RC, the firebolt. It's to extend it to do more damage and potentially go for another setup. Because you can 5k into 6H and do a nice spike. Do something really bold. That wasn't it, but... Oh, this is gonna kill me. Or is it? Frick. Oh! I think I did one of my weeklies in that one. Looks like it. I wonder which one. Was a mistake. The far slash was a mistake. Oh, it's gonna kill. RC into HRT, how's it going? What's up? Only 2D? Sounds dangerous against chip. Although, maybe I could do that more comfortably with the P-fish out. Gotta stretch my hands here. Oh, 2D! You're right. You're genius. Just do it. Interesting. Ooh, what that was a cool conversion. Oh, I thought I was dead. You just gotta believe. That's true. I'll walk back 2D right now. You're a genius. Could have just killed there. Yeah, just got, I don't believe enough. Okay, let's walk forward. Oh, ice spike. Nice. Sensei can't react to that with 2 frames. Oh, actually, I guess this is 4 frames of delay. Yo, Rezi, how's it going? Got my run back the other week. Let's go. How you doing, man? About to be busy today? Damn, good luck. Is that with work or school? Excuse me. Oh, I think I'm dead. Moving some things in place and working. Okay. Oh, moving some things in the place. I said in place. I didn't 2D. I didn't 2D like I believed it. It's really good at spacing traps. Chip is. I think in those cases we gotta believe in the 2D or the Mikhail sword. All right. If you believe hard enough, it has less recovery. I don't have that strong belief. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what would have been good there at 2D? Oh, no! Very silly of me to do that. Oh. Oof. He's fast.
This is the power of a ninja.
Alright. Let's change gears a little bit. Oh, okay. GG's. I think I need to apply myself a little harder there. I'm thinking about too many different things. Trying out too many different things there, but GG's, man.
Are you ready?
When you're fighting Chip, you gotta like fully commit to like the matchup. If you're trying out new things, you're just gonna get toast like how I just did, but that's okay. I'm trying to expand the things that I'm doing. Akira, how's it going? Chip, my favorite Pixie character. It doesn't always go like that. Oh, this is pretty laggy though. I should have double checked the matchup. Or the leg beforehand. But they're willing to play. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I voted to cancel a match. It's up to them. I can't do anything. But yeah, my hero GG's. Always appreciate the Chip experience. Okay, let's 5K. I wish you could just end the game on your end like Xrd. Yeah, it's okay. We'll try to finish this up quick. I can't do anything here. Oh, there we go. My bad. I should have double checked the ping beforehand. Yeah, right now I'm lacking like the tenacity to win, the voracity as Jasada put it. So like, I'm not trying to win. I'm just trying to do new things. So I'm doing some really dumb stuff in the meanwhile. Yo, Vi, how's it going? What's up? Hope you're doing well, man. Actually, before we get into our next match, I just want to quickly show you guys something really cool. And this is something that Vivi kind of shared with me too. Instead of doing the 5P, the P-Fish 5P frame kill, I'm going to do a KH-Fish 2P frame kill. After an ice spike, I'll show you guys what it looks like. And I'm picking Kai intentionally here because he's got a 11 frame reversal. So if I ice spike right here, dash up to K2D, I usually do the P-Fish with the 5P frame kill, which is alright. you know, it's been treating me very well. But the thing about this one is that you do get something nice on hit, but if they block that, you're kind of just done with your pressure. So with the 2.0 mechanics, we can do a KH fish and do a 5p frame kill. And then this should combo pretty nicely into a 2H, which is really nice. There you go. You don't get the Wings of Light, but we get a nice combo on hit and a really nice combo. Really nice combo on hit, but also a very nice string on block. So if they block that, for example, you get a close slash here. Happens all really quick. You do have to link the close slash. It's not that bad though. Right. Right. And of course you should be able to confirm that into a fire spear or a chestnut if you see them block. Sometimes you gotta be a little audacious to win, exactly. I don't have the audacity, I don't have the tenacity, I don't have the veracity to win right now. Very low cortisol levels. just chilling. Alright. The cool thing about this is that you can actually safe jab if you do double punch. So if I do a DP with Kai, you should be able to block the DP. Or you can just do it. There you go. Why are you backing them all the way? I'm just, I guess, I just want to show that you want to, like, you can do it from, like, a near full screen ice spike. You don't have to back up. So you can block the DP. Still gonna be good on block. Yeah, you're right. I'll just do it from up here. Easier for recording. Block the DP. This is only a 11 frame reversals, by the way. If I do a 9 frame reversal, it's not gonna work. It's gonna get hit. But a lot of characters in the game don't have 9 frame reversals, right? Kai, for example, will do a DP. Like he can only do his 11 frame reversal if he, you know, unless he has meter to do his Ride the Lightning. But there's other characters, for example, that only have a 11 frame reversal, such as Johnny. Yeah, I really like the save jab. Time to fight Lin with Kai again. Yeah, I like the more things we have against Kai's and Johnny's, even if it's like a character specific thing, matchup specific thing, the better, right? Because these characters are already really difficult to deal with. So again, this is the same recording. It'll lock them down on block, and it's actually good on hit. So like if you're just doing this as a means to just strike throw, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna up back, I'm gonna back dash, I'm gonna mash throw to throw tech, whatever, it still works. It's just that you're not gonna catch any delayed options, like a fuzzy up back or fuzzy throw. But if they don't know any better, they want to do something active on wake up, this is going to be like very nice to catch most options on wake up. Oh yeah, but kind of a neat thing that I'm working on. All right, let's try to up my tenacity here. I don't know if I'm ready for any ranked matches at the moment. I don't have the drive to win. I just wanna do new things right now, if that makes sense. So we're gonna just chill with more lobby matches, and maybe tomorrow we'll do some ranked matches, or the next time. Vi says, how are you? I'm doing very well. How are you? Speaking of Kai. Oh. Just gonna play that guy. I'm doing pretty good. I have a new video out. So if you haven't checked it out already, yeah, go ahead and check it out. Let's do this. I really like the save jab. Do you double tap dash for like anything, or do you use oh, you mean like the directional input double tap? I don't. Not unless I'm playing the older games like Plus or Xrd. I primarily just use the dash macro. Felt time getting used to the button. I mean, it's everyone's different. I don't think it's bad that you use the double tap. Kenja, good morning. How are you doing? Next vacation, let's go to Japan.
Let me think while I exercise.
Damn, she's smart. High IQ. She can just figure that out while she's fighting. Stun dipper. Start using it right away. Yeah, double tap, instant double tap is bad. It's harder to do with directional inputs, that's for sure. Gonna have an easier time just shit. Yeah, you're gonna have an easier time with the instant air dash using a dash macro for sure. Oh, messed up. I think I could have punched him there. Do you ever go for tap to 5D after freeze 2D fish when you have meter? Since you're exactly 20 frames. Ah, freeze 2D fish. No, I've never done that. Wait, what? 5D after freeze 2D fish when you have meter. Oh, I do. Yeah. I do. That I do. I like that. I use P-fish because it helps like extend a combo. I don't do it very often though. Then Mara, how's it going? What's up? Don't know if that would have comboed. Linmar says, I only use macro for Kara's and muscle memory is too strong. Yeah, Kara makes it easier. Or sorry, rather the dash macro makes it easier if you want a Kara. I'm gonna try it. Well, actually, we don't have the space for it. We need more real estate. Okay. Oh my god! The fish! Man, the fish giveth and it taketh. That was a TP. For sure that was a TP. I think we're okay here. Does a fish get him out of it? Go for throw. Go for safe jab. Oh, messed it up. We should do reeling hit stun. It should, yeah, hit stun should be like plus an hour, I think. It just freezes them. That's what it should do. Sounds good, Vivi. Have a good day. Okay, I'll do a couple more here. I gotta believe in my 2D, right? HRT says so. Shit. Oh, I think I'm doing it too early. Oh, blast him. Anti or gamma ray, let's go. Yo, Captain Nukehead1, how's it going? You good at fighting, right? Any tips for fighting the muscle memory? You mean like fist to fist fighting? I haven't done that in a long time. You're over that. In game? Any tips for finding the muscle memory? Yeah, the biggest tip is like fighting against muscle memory. Like autopiloting, you don't want to be autopiloting anymore. Unfortunately, it's just playing more and trying to be less passive about things and more active about things. Like, be more actively trying to fix your mistakes. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot around that. Making sure you're developing muscle memory for things that are important and recognizing when your muscle memory is not very important. That's the most important thing. Just recognition and practicing, how do you say, like critical thinking as you play. Always be asking yourself, like, why am I losing? Like, if I'm losing like 10 games in a row, there's a reason. Maybe it's fundamentally, right? Something's going on. Stuff like that. But again, I think you just have to replace the bad muscle memory with good muscle memory. That's the most important thing I find. I could have just killed there. Maybe you're experiencing issues with certain executionary things, like after a throw, maybe you're accidentally dashing up and doing a McHale sword. You just have to break that stuff down. Like, what? Like, ask yourself, why am I dashing up McHale sword? Why am I not doing a fish when I want to? And in the end, it is just replacing bad muscle memory with good muscle memory. And developing like a good awareness of what you're doing. There you go. Yo, Xenotoes, what's up? I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? Like, let me show you really, for example, what I mean by like. I'm not exactly too sure what you mean by fighting muscle memory, because you want muscle memory. You just don't want bad muscle memory. But if you're having trouble with like just repetitive, like if there's a clear thing that you're doing and it's happening all the time and you're like, oh, I'm losing because of this particular thing, then you gotta just take a step back and, you know, take things back to the lab. Sounds like a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but in the end, you're going to work on something that you're going to be proud of, right? You know, it's a lot of work to defeat a Dark Souls or Elder Scrolls or whatever, Elden Ring boss, a Bloodborne boss, right? But like once you do, the dopamine rush you get from successfully accomplishing that task, you know, prey defeated or whatever, it's like, it feels good. It feels good, man. Like, for example, I would always, like, this is like my go-to. I would, after a throw, I would dash up KH fish or dash up K fish. But then when 2.0 just rolled out, I was doing this a lot by accident. And like, that would be game ruining for me, right? I would lose a match. I would lose a set because of a failed input. And it was because of my old muscle memory. So I had to just reel it back, go back to the lab and ask myself, why was it successful before and why isn't it successful now? And I just had to break it down. I'm like, okay, well, I never messed this up. Dash up K-fish back in the day, back before 2.0, never messed that up, right? But I often will do this in the new patch. And I gotta ask myself, why is that happening? It's because I'm rushing things through. If I just slow things down a little bit, then I can get the better input. And so I just broke it down. I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna do dash up K-fish and then push and hold the heavy button to get the fish to appear behind them, right? And to be honest, when I first started doing that, it wasn't very successful, but I just kept on telling myself to do that. And I would put it in the lab, you know, it would be part of my routine before I started a stream or something. I would just do that a few times, just tell myself. And eventually you build that gray matter in your head to replace your old muscle memory with a new one. And then give it a rest. You know, you practice it a few times on day one. You may not get it 100% of the time. You may not even get it like 10% of the time. But the fact that you put the effort into doing it will allow you to do it better in the future, right? You take a little bit of a break, and if you're only doing 10% the day before, you'll do 20% the next day. It's going to be a project, but eventually you're going to be building into something that is going to make you like a Vanquish or Dizzy player, someone who's more consistent, right? So there's no easy way around execution stuff other than just playing and practicing. And if you're noticing like things that you're doing consistently wrong a lot during a match, during many matches, you just have to like take a step back, maybe write it down, because some of the stuff you just don't realize. Like maybe you realize at the time, but you'll forget it like after the match is done or after the session is done. It's kind of like when you go to sleep and something, like if you're chronically being woken up by something, you'll remember at the time, right? But then you'll just fall asleep right away. You'll probably forget about it by the time you know, like 15 minutes later that you've after you've woken up, or you had like this sick dream or whatever, right? And you're like, damn, that was cool. And then you just like, you go up to use the washroom and you come back to bed or whatever, and then you're like, what was that dream again? You forget about it, right? It's sort of like that, right? At the moment, it's something that's important, but if you don't work on it, if you don't think about it, if you don't write it down, you're going to forget about it. So it's having that awareness. And I'm not saying that I'm always like this sage person who's always remembering things and writing things down. I'll forget things a lot during a match. And I'll say it out loud too. It's like, oh, I shouldn't do that. For example, okay, I'll remember this right now. I need to fix this, for example. This is a bad muscle memory. 2K 2D8 to Ice Spike. I do it all the time. Right? 2K 2D Ice Spike PRC. Like, it's such a waste of meter. And I tell myself I'm doing this because I'm trying to bait out a 6P or whatever, but the truth is I just suck. I gotta stop doing it. So I gotta do something to stop myself. Maybe I'll have like a challenge where I'll do 2 push-ups. I'll do 10 push-ups per ice spike PRC that was not intentional. But yeah. There you go. So it's all about, it's one of these things that you do have to kind of work on it. Like, if you always have the tenacity to win and you hate losing, sometimes you can figure this stuff out on the spot, you know, like, oh, I don't want to lose. I'm so desperate not to lose. It means so much to me that I need to win every single match. That kind of thinking can get you can allow you to overcome bad mistakes and muscle memory, but it's also a very bad way of thinking about things. You know, it means like you're maybe too emotionally invested when something like this, like a game like this, should be more like someone's, you know, you do this as your pastime, right? Yeah, anyway. Oh, nice. I got my coffee now. Oh, that's too laggy. There's some players out there, though. They're very successful because they have that mentality. I just don't think it's a very sustainable way of enjoying life. Yo, Flowers, I saw Gabe. How you doing, man? What's up? There was some Hokuto no Ken related thing that came up, and I immediately thought about you. I forget what it was. So Flower says, no, that's another thing I should write down. These things, right? But yeah, for FFS, I got a bad dream today, though. Today too. Yeah, maybe you forgot about it. Who knows? You know, after 50 minutes, man. I have a problem actually. I've been trying so hard to just remember all my dreams that I remember them too well now that it like messes up my sleep. I think I fucked myself up. My dreams are too vivid, and then like they're so bad now. It's to the point where like I dream about waking up because not being able to get enough sleep is a nightmare to me. Like that's where I'm at in life right now. You know, school doesn't bother me, work doesn't bother me, not getting enough sleep bothers me now. So I have nightmares about not getting enough sleep, and then like I wake up and thinking that I didn't sleep very much because I had this one nightmare of waking up and not getting enough sleep. But in fact, I got enough sleep. I hate it. I messed up. I'll have to figure this out. Yo, Ramos, how's it going? Kenja, Naoda, how's it going? What's up? I'm open to losing, and now I'm winning most of my lower ranked matches. I was getting rolled up first. Let's go. Kenja says, if I lose but did good things in the match, like IB and stuff, or just a new tech, I feel satisfied by the match. Yeah, that's good mentality. That's really excellent mentality. And then Naoto says, players throw themselves into high pressure situations because they play better that way. I just hope their blood pressure is okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing, you know, there's a balance of wanting to win and also having good health. You know, not I mean that in a physical sense and also mental sense. You know, maybe even spiritual sense. I don't know how that works, but if you refuse to learn, you can't be conditioned. That's true too. My blood pressure is really good. My doctor says I will live till I'm 100 because of my blood pressure. I say good. My resting blood pressure is 100/60 sometimes. Like it's to the point where I'm like, is this even healthy? I mean, nice grab. I know it's healthy because of my medical profession, but like before I went into pharmacy, I was really concerned about it. That was an interesting conversion. I asked the doctor if that's okay, and the doctor reassured me and said, you'll live to 100. I'm like, cool. That's pretty dope. The problem is I have low blood pressure, but my resting heart rate is high, which isn't like a marker of good or bad health, generally speaking. Like they don't say, you don't use your blood, your heart rate as a measure of longevity. So I need to run more so I can lower my heart rate.
It is time. You wish to continue?
Yeah, that's also a dangerous player to fight against. Someone who can't learn, you can't be conditioned. Alright, kill sword. Whoa, whoa. Let's go. To be honest, the most unhealthy blood pressure is 0. That is true. Well, I mean, if you have a really low blood pressure, it's not good because you're prone to like blacking out. You're prone to getting dizzy and fainting because your blood pressure has to fight against gravity, right? You need a bit of pressure. So in a sense, like, my blood pressure makes me prone to fainting, which, you know, I don't faint, so that's good. I don't think I've ever fainted in my entire life. Oh, that reminds me though. I had a very scary experience doing a injection. Someone fainted on me. Just before I was administering the injection, someone just like zonked out. I'm like, are you okay? But she fell over first. I had the needle out. She fell over first. I'm like, oh, that's a weird response. Like, just kind of like slumped over like that. And then I'm like, oh, this is happening. So I put away the needle like really quick, and I caught her before she like fell back, but her head hit against the wall. I was so scared. But it wasn't, to me at the time, it felt like a really hard hit. But I caught her in time so that it wasn't that hard. But because of my adrenaline, I'm like, shit. This could be trouble. You know, I was really scared, but she was okay. She said, you know, nothing wrong with the neck, nothing wrong with the head. So she woke up actually. I had to like grab her like that and make sure her neck was, you know, not in a weird position. Yeah, it was kind of scary. She's okay though. After that, she's like, weird question, but would it be better if I laid down doing this, or like, you know, sat on the ground, like on the floor, back against the wall? Like, that would be awesome actually. So we did that instead. And she was a friend, so like it didn't feel weird in a health professional sense to be like, yeah, that's fine, just lay down, we'll figure this out. Yeah, it was scary though. First time that's ever happened to me. 5-star patient experience review, I'm sure. Yeah, it was pretty freaky. No, but she didn't get hurt though. Her neck was okay, her back's okay. If I maybe was not in time for my grab, if I didn't do karate, if I didn't do kion kara ich and kion kara ni and all that, maybe it would have been, my reactions would have been a little bit more slower. Fainting from low blood pressure sucks, wouldn't recommend. Yeah. Would not recommend. People who love the process tend to improve and learn faster, but it's something that you can't fabricate. Exactly. You just have to like the process, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I've noticed Dizzy specifically keeps effing me up. She keeps saying ice and I'm jumping to escape and I'm getting frozen mid-jump. How do I get out of that? How do you fight it? Well, you just have to jump without doing anything. So jump and block. And she's not too bad after. Yo, Delivers, how's it going? Was she afraid of needles or something? Yeah. She was afraid of needles. And normally I have the seats like jammed up against the corner of a wall, so if someone does faint, then we have something like kind of the wall is there to like the wall was there to kind of hold them up. But she was getting travel vaccines, and you know, travel vaccines, you want to get, like, sometimes you need to get 2 or 3 shots basically. So she's doing 2 shots, and normally how we do it is like 1 in each arm. So I had the seat kind of placed not against the wall because we wanted to switch between both sides. But because I guess she was so afraid of needles that like the thought of 2 needles kind of like freaked her out. But after she fainted though, she's like totally fine. Yeah. It's like, yeah, she was totally brave after fainting. An interesting experience, and nobody got hurt. Just a little scary. Oh, you car busted. Car pop busted on wake up. Yeah, I had my okizeme set up. It was an accidental knockdown, but my okizeme is always safe. There you go. There we go. It wasn't a hard knockdown, no. She teched that. She teched that knockdown. It's like, yeah. It's just a soft, techable knockdown. My Oki was so good though. When she woke up, she had her full burst meter, full bar tension. You know, she was able to handle. She was brave. She canceled that meter into like a brave install. Dragon installed that shit. I think I can ice spike here. Oh, wasn't worth it. Times it actually. Oh shit, I gotta go work. Speaking of work, I gotta do more injections. Oh, I gotta go. Crap. I had a performance review the other day. Hopefully my boss isn't listening, but he said everything was excellent. I got a 4 out of 4 employee review, but he's like, yo dog, you just gotta make sure you're on time. You're kind of late all the time. It's like, but he's like, I don't care though. I shouldn't say that out loud in case head office is listening, but my boss is like, you do good work, so it's okay, but you gotta set a better example. Anyway, yo, Romulus, if that's you, GG's. Let me read some of this and then we're gonna go. Talking too much about work, now I gotta go to work. I remember when I had some dental work done and the dentist is like holding a needle from me, and in my head I'm like, I'm not a little kid, and I saw the needle and thought, oh yeah, I see why you hide that. Yeah, dentist needles look pretty gnarly, but by the way, I'm not good with needles myself, like getting needles. I'm really good at giving needles. Like I do that for a living and it's really easy for me to do, but I'm afraid of needles myself, and that allows me to be more empathetic to some people who are afraid of needles. But for some reason, dentist needles don't freak me out. And I feel them more in my mouth than I do in my arm, but like there's something about a dentist needle that just doesn't make me scared. I don't know what it is. Like it's not painful, it's like uncomfortable for me. But yeah, they're pretty gnarly though. And they often, I don't know if your dentist has this, but like the dentist that I go to, seems like they have this syringe that is like reinforced with like a handle, right? It's got like you know, grips on it and stuff. I'm like, shit, I need injection needles like that at work. But maybe it's just I don't know, it just looks more professional when they're doing it. Jaseda says, yeah, I always grab OS my patients when they look a little lightheaded. Yeah, exactly. Gotta stay safe, gotta make sure you have the safe jumps, safe jabs, and safe grabs. Yeah, FFT WB, sorry boss, I'm playing GG all the time. Yeah. I mean, that's basically what's happening. He's not a needle top, not a needle bubble. It's a goofy, yeah, it's goofy big, it doesn't register as the same object. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I mean, when you're in the dentist, they have a lot of different contraptions that go into your mouth that like the needle doesn't seem too scary in the grand scheme of things. It's like, oh yeah, there's a drill. There's like a vacuum in there. You know, sometimes there's like a dental dam, you know, and then like, oh, needle, whatever. But anyway, cold steel scary. Yeah. Exactly. You know exactly what I mean. All right, the cold steel scary kind of needle. All right, let's go ahead and raid someone. I see Genmu. Oopsies. I accidentally clicked on gambling. Not gambling, guilty gear. There we go. All right, Genmu. All right, you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Promise you next time I'll be more tenacious with my matches and I'll play to win. But today I just wanted to be chill. I wanted to test out new things. Yo, Soft, how's it going? What's up? Just got here, but glad I caught the very end. I was yapping a lot. Did you see my post on Facebook? Okay, hold on. Before we go, not Facebook, sorry, on Discord. I want to show you guys something real quick. Do you guys ever get those like polls? If you're scrolling through YouTube, you get these polls or whatever, and they like, you got to vote on your favorite thing. You know, it's really easy. You just like click on the thing. I got the stupidest question I've had in my entire life, man. It's such a dumb fucking question because the answer is so obvious, man. Let me just show you what this question was. Hold up. Hold up. It's such a dumbass question. Why would you ask me this? Oh, here we go. I gotta save it. Gotta put it into here we go. Bam. Hold on, let me show you guys really quick. You guys will appreciate this. If you play Umamusu, you'll appreciate this. Dumbass question. I can't believe it. There was a poll asking me which Uma would be my friend. What a dumbass question, man. It's obvious. Oh, here we go. Drag and drop. Drag and drop, baby. It's not working. Hold up. Image. Browse. Man, I thought you guys drag and drop on OBS. There we go. Here's a question. Maybe I'll pass this question off to you guys. Comment below on what and who you want to be friends with the most. Is it Daiwa Scarlet, Gold City, Townhauser, Mambo, aka, or is it Helios? They're all good candidates, but like there's obviously one answer. You gotta be foolish if you don't pick number 3. Townhauser, Mambo. Anyway, who would you pick? Comment down below in the comment section. Anyway. No, would win exactly, but also Helios. I like Helios too. Honestly, these are not bad answers. I do like Daiwa Scarlet, Gold City, and Daitaka Helios. Way, but Mambo. I mean, stupid fucking question, man. There's only one answer. Who are these? What are those 14, 10, and 23%, man? Anyway, let's go ahead and raid Genmu. On that note, yeah, so true, Bestie. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna befriend Daitaka Helios, you gotta also befriend was it Majoro Jordan? Tosin Jordan, I think. Oh, whatever. Her friend. I haven't looked at have a good one. It sounds good. Gold City Gang. Yo, there you go. Palmer. Majoro Palmer. That's what it was. Anyway, you guys have a good day, and I'll see you all next time. All right, take care, everybody. Stupid fucking question, man. I can't believe it. Jesus Christ. So it's gonna be Mambo 100%.